What up?
Yo,
welcome back to Yo Just Talk.
we are back and ready for another episode. And this time we have Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it sucks. I got just the veggie lovers with no cheese, extra sauce.
I love Pizza Hut.
Yeah, you do.
Well, we don't really understand why. So the Pizza Hut by us had brought the Impossible meat onto the pizza, and then they took it away.
It was a trial thing, but now Beyond Meat is gonna do a deal with Mickey D's, Pizza Hut, KFC, somebody, and do the Beyond Meat. I really don't do too much of that kind of stuff anyway, though. I don't like all that processed. Like, I made spaghetti and I use tofu.
Yeah,
make it like brief crumbles.
You don't really.
You can cut off.
You don't really.
We're not all the way in. It is a little
You're
bit.
gonna have to figure this out.
No, I think this is perfect. Just getting it ready. All right, so how y'all doing out there? But yeah, so yeah, she got. It looks like all pepperoni and just bread.
I love
Doesn't even
pepperoni.
really look like pizza.
Love pepperoni.
You must have just got a pack of pepperoni.
Triple pepperoni.
It's disgusting.
Light sauce, light cheese.
You know what they
Thin
say
crust.
about processed meats?
For every episode, people out there don't want to hear about that. Your opinion on processed meats constantly.
Whoa, it's not opinion. It's scientific fact.
Okay, well,
you don't
people
respect
wanna
science.
People don't want to hear that.
You don't respect science.
You want to be a vegan, be a vegan. We got this.
I didn't say anything about being a
pizza.
vegan. I'm just saying that that's what they say about processed meats. But yeah, and I eat my pizza with a fork. I don't like to get my hand all dirty, and also it falls off sometimes. So it is what it is.
Such a weirdo. How's that even pizza?
So this week, man, it was nice. It was in the 70s. That's that Texas weather we used to.
It was so
Last week was
nice.
an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Awful weather. Even though it rained.
It was so
a little
nice.
bit. Rained a little bit here and there.
I was gonna say not bad though at all. Today I actually got hot. I was like,
hot.
oh my gosh, the humidity.
We had a big old sweatshirt on.
Well, yeah, because I thought it was still gonna be chilly out.
58 isn't chilly.
Mm.
I don't think it's chilly.
It
There's somebody in
depends.
Canada right now, 58. They be like, that's nice weather.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well.
And she messed up my pizza order, but.
I didn't mess up his pizza order. They messed up the breadstick order. So on the breadsticks, how there's always that Parmesan topping. I said to the lady, and since his orders are vegan, I typically try to call an order instead of putting online, because if you put in the notes section, they don't always read that and pay attention. So I usually always try to call in an order. And I asked her several times, I said, because she kept saying, okay, in your order of breadsticks. And I was like, the breadsticks have to be plain, like nothing on top. Nothing on top. None of the Parmesan stuff, nothing, just plain. And she was like, yes, plain. The breadsticks are plain. And I was like, okay. And we get them.
Just
They're
butter
not plain.
and Parmesan. Really ain't bread.
They're not plain.
I used to work at that Pizza Hut call center in Kansas City. They had one in Overland Park off of Metcalf. And I worked, it was my second job. I used to have 2 jobs. I worked there twice. The first time, I think I never went back. And the second time, it was in Rome. It was like the initiation enrollment period.
Mm-hmm.
Like we go to learn about it and all that. And they run my, like, have you worked there before? I was like, no. And so then they had to get me a new number and stuff.
Oh my God.
Because all my stuff was already in information. But the thing is cool is when they first started doing wings,
yeah,
they had us all line up and stuff and try out the wings. It was free, and then you get pizza bucks. But what I used to do is have the pizza delivered to my where I live with my roommates, and they'd be like, "We didn't order pizza." And usually the person would just leave it. Actually, it was an accident.
Always a hustle.
It was an accident because I was supposed to be in the training thing. But I guess it somehow ordered the pizza.
Somehow ordered the pizza.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to work like that. But it was a weird job. People just calling in with all. And you had to put all these codes in. You had to know all the codes for all the stuff, toppings. And
really? They didn't just have pepperoni?
Of course not. You had to do short key to make it quick. But they would time you how long it took you on the call.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're getting cut off. Half your face gonna be gone. But yeah, man, it was pretty crazy, man. It was a weird job. I didn't last long both times, like a month maybe each time. Cause man, it's your second job. Nobody wants to work a second, especially regularly. It was like every day.
Well, and like you said, you went through a lot of jobs.
Yeah, that one was kind of cool though.
I'm just so sad for my pepperoni pizza. I don't have honey.
You don't eat it with honey.
Do you think I have any left up there?
No. The only thing she eats it with is she thinks it's honey, but honey doesn't cost 99 cents. It's just all high fructose corn syrup. You might as well just sprinkle it with sugar. Be the same exact thing. Mm-mm. So in the news this week, what happened?
Lady Gaga's dog situation. What do you guys think about that? A lot of people were giving her a lot of flack because it seemed like she came across way more concerned about her dogs than the dog walker that got shot. Not that she shouldn't care about her dogs, obviously, but people were like, you're like doing the $500,000 for your dogs to be returned, but what about the $500,000, like throw in the fact that your dog walker got shot?
What? That makes no sense. How do they know that she didn't do anything for his hospital bills? How do they know that she didn't feel remorseful? She was also in the process of trying to get her dogs back.
Absolutely, that's the point.
That's that millennial crazy culture.
So many people were giving her flack because
they live in her house. They knew exactly what she was doing each moment.
Well, exactly, and I'm thinking we have no idea if she is paying his hospital bills, giving him $500,000 also. I don't know.
People are stupid. People jump to conclusions so quickly when they act like they live like you're supposed to put everything on the internet.
That is the kicker. I think is everybody just assumes that they know.
Millennial culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's only getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And there's such insensitivity. Like don't even respond then. Like who cares? Keep it. The thing is this: people need to keep the thoughts to themselves. Because when I grew up, your thoughts will get you in trouble. But nowadays, people get behind it. What do they call them? Keyboard pirates,
keyboard warriors,
or keyboard gangsters.
Yeah,
they be all on the keyboard talking all their craziness because nobody could just punch them in the mouth.
That's true. That's the thing, though. That is the thing with our generation is people do not. It seems like when you're on social media and all that stuff.
I did see something funny because my homeboy in Kansas City was beefing because he did. You know how people do the little post like, "Oh, woe is me," right? So this one girl snapped like da 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 da, and then everybody else, it turned in 500 comments, right? And then this one girl that we grew up with, about the West Side, they were about their stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
And so then she was like, B, you don't know me. I'll pull up to your house. And then she's like, yo, what's this B's address? I'm going to roll over there right now. I don't know if she got it, but that's what I grew up with. That's where yo, you want to talk? Let's talk. Let's talk face to face.
And our generation is not like that. They think they can say whatever they want to say,
but it makes
free
you
of any repercussions.
And it makes you think before you say something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know there might be repercussions, there might not be. And if sometimes you don't want to deal with that, or you just don't want to get in a fight over something stupid. So you just be like, that's pointless to me even to address that or say that. Or keep it to or keep it within your little circle of 5 friends. Like, yo, did you hear about Johnny? Da.
Yeah.
And if one of your friends ought to be a snitch and run back to Johnny trying to start some static. But, I mean, hey, it's different than being a troll where you're just trolling the internet just to be mean to people. That's just rude. Gaga was going through enough. You think she needs some trolls? Well, what about the Walker?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, and also if you're if you know, well, I mean, nobody knows Lady Gaga, but if you know of her and you follow her and kind of know a little bit about her, you know that she's equally concerned probably for that dog walker.
Well, he was fine.
I know, which is crazy considering he got shot in the chest.
Yeah, what kind of gun was it, though?
I don't...
If it was a 22, 25, it's not going to do nothing. It'd be alright. But yeah, I don't know what size gun it was. I just got my hair retwisted so it's extra long.
Yeah, it looks good. 3
my
years.
petition's dope. Huh?
3 years.
Going on 3 years.
She does such a good job.
Yeah, she's dope.
Your intermittent beautician is pretty good too. Thank you.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, they can't even see you.
Why are you such a jerk?
I'm not a jerk.
You really are.
I be playing with you. I'm such a baby. See, millennial.
I'm not a baby. Sometimes
She's gonna get on the internet. She's gonna create a fake Facebook page. Vern is so mean to people. And then he's gonna comment. Vern is so mean to Kristen.
I am.
And I'm gonna be like, delete, or I'm gonna bring it back here. You know what this crazy comment said, y'all? I'm gonna be talking noise. But nah. But yeah, she's dope. Yeah, you oil my hair, what? Every 2 days. It's a regiment. But it's not a lot of work.
Oil it and give you a nice head massage.
It's not a massage. You're rubbing the oils into the scalp.
It's a head massage. I would like that every couple of days. I know it's gotta feel good.
No, you're just rubbing it into my scalp. I don't even really feel it in reality. I just feel a bunch of pressure. And then I sometimes I think you use your nails because she be cutting me, bro. It be hurt.
I don't even have nails.
Nah, she don't cut me because then I have to fire her.
But we also just watched, speaking of trolls,
What?
the documentary on Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. I was talking that with my loctician today. I was like, yo, I think the dude's a marketing genius. Like, yo, if I need him in my marketing team, because he's dope. But I think he got into it and it got over his head.
Yeah.
I think he just got addicted to it. You can get addicted to the money, the fame, and he did. He still is addicted to the fame. Because I be following his Instagram. He be wilding out.
He's out, though, now, right? Like, he's not in jail, prison.
He out the pen. But he did I didn't know he did time at Rikers. He did 2 years. No, 2 months. 2 months.
Really? I didn't know that.
At Rikers. For that, with the 13-year-old craziness. He did 2 months there.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't remember that ever happening. Well,
that was before he was even big.
I was going to say.
Because he had to cut his hair and everything.
I've never been a huge
And I didn't know
fan.
he blew up more in Slovakia before he did here in the U.S. But it was weird. It's like F hashtag CKTHEM. It's the company. Mm-hmm. And everybody, a bunch of rappers over there. Gold teeth and everything. You know what I mean?
Wait, in Slovakia?
Slovakia, they act like they be banging over here too. I don't know what it is over there. Probably like the red coats and the blue coats. Probably like some old 1472 banging. They curl their hair and stuff. Look how crazy.
1472.
You know how they used to bang back in the day? The Boston Tea Party and stuff. He banged,
Those
bro.
gangbangers.
It was banging back then.
It was interesting though.
Seemed like he was a shock value. He was like Tyler the Creator.
Yes, very shock value. What I thought was like,
or like Bone Thugs.
I don't know if I want to say it was necessarily sad, but it kind of hit me in the heart. Although I know I am kind of a baby, but when so many people around him said like his real name's Danny. Obviously, it's not Tekashi 6ix9ine, but his real name's Danny, and so many people said, "We love Danny. Danny is such a nice guy. He's humble. He's."
Oh, you just belching everywhere? Go ahead.
I didn't belch. I hiccuped.
It sounds awful. Like you're about to throw up. But go ahead.
He, like, is just a sweet guy. He's charismatic. Just all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they're like. And then you have, like, this character of Tekashi 6ix9ine. And...
his alter ego.
Right, his alter ego. And what was kind of sad to me is everybody said that, unfortunately, like, with the fame and the notoriety, that Tekashi 6ix9ine kind of just took over the Danny. And they're like, he's not the same... That's sad.
Well, if you know anything about psychology, he's always been there. He just was given the fuel to blow up more.
I know, but like it overpowered him. It's not like a hat he took off at home.
Okay.
That's sad that
No, I don't.
he's now not the like sweet guy that everybody.
Of course, first of all, he's got older. Okay, so that's first. And second of all, he's got money. Not loot, because he didn't have that much. Probably like a millionaire. You know what I mean? And then you know how much he spends a day for all that security?
He's probably a millionaire.
You know how much he spends a day for all that security? He's spending loot, and where's the money coming from? He's had a couple joints. I don't think he's got dough like that.
That one with Nicki Minaj probably did really well.
He gets
for him.
royalties.
I just can't believe he didn't go into the witness protection program. Because he
But if he went to the witness
snitched.
protection program, he'd have to change his whole
image.
look.
Oh, I know, but he straight up snitched.
Why would he do that when the first IG live he did broke the internet records? He knows he's not going to change his image.
It
and
was
he would
from an
lose.
undisclosed location, though.
But they figured out that look because he was on the balcony of some dude's song.
Oh my
So they
gosh,
had to move
he's
him from that
dumb.
location.
I don't understand.
He's still getting threats and stuff.
So what did they say on the documentary? Him snitching gave the FBI the ability to hand out over 100 years of prison time amongst the people arrested and convicted. 100 years.
Over 100.
Over 100 years.
It's a lot. Because he didn't want to do that 40 something. But you don't snitch, but hey. I mean.
I just can't believe it. I can believe people snitch, but I can't believe
They shouldn't be shocked though.
he didn't go into the witness protection
Because they were
program.
using him as much as he was using them.
Yeah, but do you think that they would have snitched?
On him, yeah.
You do? I don't think they did. They
The
were
thing
like
is this.
shooting people for
The
him.
thing is this, yo. He wasn't about that life. They knew he wasn't about that life. They was making money on him by him portraying that life with the ability to wash their money, racket, all that stuff. They were making money, just as much money as he was making, right? Mm-hmm. So if you bring a dude in your camp like that, and he ain't about that life, you automatically know if something goes down. What can you trust? He wasn't never about that life. He wasn't fully invested in that. So of course he snitched. He snitched quicker than anything. You know what I mean?
That's true. I just
He
feel
snitched
like
quicker than the kid on the playground.
I just feel like that's crazy.
But you can't just blame him. You gotta blame that crew that took him in like that. Especially when you already had a prior case that was absurd, that was awful. And then you bring him in and try to clean his wreck, but at the same time you're using him. It's a use situation. He was able to use them quicker than they were able to use him. Because he used them to the end.
That's true, but that's a dangerous using situation to get into.
Well, obviously
And that
not.
grandma was mad.
Because he walking the streets, getting pulled on the wagon, all types of stuff. He all over the place. He going out of town. That man is everywhere.
They used the term trolls a lot for him.
Because he still does that. He's just had beef with like 2 rappers about something. And that's what he does. He trolls them. But he's good with his, like, he'll do it on video so folks can see it. Then he'll post it, knowing it's gonna get a gang of views and stuff. I mean, the man, like I said, he's a marketing genius. He's smart. He used what's left for him to use.
They did say that a lot. Business wise.
I think deep down he probably like, man, this sucks. He probably gets bored sometimes, but it's what he created.
Yeah.
And he still has 25 million people on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, that's probably higher than any rapper out there. I follow him just because he's interesting. He does a bunch of crazy stuff.
I don't know if I follow him.
He's a weird dude. But he'll get older. And time doesn't stop for nobody.
Older and
Time
wiser,
keeps-
hopefully.
Not wiser. Who's there to teach him? Because he sure enough can't teach himself, obviously. He's gonna the money. It'll just be the money. When the money dries up, he'll dry up and he'll just be going off in the wind. And he won't be able to afford that security team. And he'll probably want to get into it. He'll just disappear one day. Not die. I think he'll go into the witness protection program.
Oh, really? You think at some point?
When he knows like all his money is done, like it's over, I think he'll jump into the witness protection program. Like when he's no longer, but it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be anytime recent. It'll probably be 10, 15 years from now when he's in his 40s.
I'd love to know more about the witness protection program. Like, who all knows you're in the witness protection program?
Well, there's one movie I saw when I was a kid. It was a comedy. Blue something. This Italian dude. And he ratted on the mob. So it was a comedy. It was funny. It's called Blue Sky or something. I forget.
Wait a minute. Did it have Robert De Niro in it?
No, it wasn't. No, what? De Niro's not going to do a comedy gangster movie. But this was a funny. No, that's not a gangster movie.
Well, it's not a gangster, yeah.
But he went to he was like in the middle of nowhere, like helping with the baseball team and stuff. It was fun. It was a good movie. But yeah, you just go into the. There's probably people you've came across that were in witness protection. You just didn't know it.
That would be interesting.
They can't tell you.
Right.
But yeah, I think because I think you can get into it at any time. So he'll just probably just wait till his notoriety dies. But
are they going to pay for his like tattoo removal?
He might not even have to do that. In 15 years, you think a kid at 5 right now knows anything about Tekashi. So when that kid is 20 in 15 years, it'll be fine. A lot of people don't even know Tekashi.
True. All I know is I do like his song with Nicki Minaj. That is a good song, but
I mean, you don't even know a lot of people that are big.
What do you mean?
You probably walk by people all the time, huh? Like you wouldn't know Trey Young. Yeah, huge. He's a big basketball player.
Really?
Yeah, who you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know a lot of people.
No, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I guess. What else is popping out? Wendy Williams got a date. I saw that. That was kind of funny.
I was kind of surprised who she picked. I'm not.
It was like no, she didn't pick him. It was like a game kind of.
Oh, I thought she had the final say.
She didn't. It was out of like 3 dudes, and then it was like a game. They picked the one that wanted to do that one. I record Wendy Williams. I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna see what and I need to call DirecTV so I can listen to it at work because my DirecTV app isn't working. But man, I gotta remember to do that. But I like Wendy Williams. But what's her little thing? Hey, you. What is it?
I don't know.
Hi, y'all, or
I don't know because
what is her thing that she does? I mean, they make shirts and stuff out of it.
She's a troll too.
She's not a troll.
Let's be honest.
She does what we do. Talk about stuff.
That's true. Like, wouldn't it be so cool if we had like a show like Wendy Williams? She does. She just literally sits in her chair and talks about like hot topics, like trending.
Yeah.
She's pretty funny though, I will say.
No, you alright?
Yeah, I'm.
Need some Tums, all that processed meat, right? Got you.
It's the hiccups.
The processed meat. You're gonna be snoring tonight. This airway, all that inflammation. So gonna be. Like you need a CPAP machine. Mm-hmm. You might need one, bro. You be snoring. I
do not need a CPAP machine.
Yes, you do. Because I be asleep, right? And I was like, whoa, somebody in the house. It's like a bear. Oh, my God. Like, there's a bear in the house. And I'm like, oh, she snuck out. So I, yo, roll over something. I can't sleep.
No, okay. If you really, do we want to pull out the receipts?
Receipt of what?
Because I have actual videos.
Oh, you're trying to do receipts. Like, oh, you think you cool.
Yeah, I have actual videos. Because he always says that
the only time I snore is when I have my allergies are messing up. I do have allergies and asthma. So sometimes I might snore. But baby, you snore every day. No. And it's like deep. Like it's been there for a while.
Stop. Like you're from so dramatic.
It's all inflammation, bro. I'm telling you.
No.
All right, what else popping out here in the world? There was one other thing.
And there was another thing.
Well, Kanye and them.
It's official.
Oh, did she filed?
I believe she filed. It's official.
Kanye don't care. He's probably happy.
I think I read an article somewhere that, like, it was kind of cute because they both wanted it to work and like did everything they could to make it work, and it just didn't.
Should we move on to somebody else? Kendrick Lamar. Watch out, bro.
Kendrick Lamar is not even. She's way too much in the publicity for Kendrick Lamar.
Kanye wasn't in the publicity.
I know, and look what happened. People, he like went.
Well, when his mama passed, I think. And then, man, I think, you know what I heard today?
What?
The mama, what's her name? Jenner?
Kris Jenner. Mm-hmm.
She's like up there in the ranks with the Illuminati.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why they say her color schemes in her house are black and white. And she has
or because it's classic. Do you know how many weddings have been black and white?
No.
Do you know how many houses
of course, white is the wedding. But no, and they say like she has like little symbols and stuff. Stop. Me and my electrician was talking about it. And so, yeah. So they think that Kanye wanted to get higher up in the Illuminati. So he got with Kim because she's easy, of course, everybody. And then, he just got too far in.
With Jay-Z and Beyonce?
No, him and Jay-Z was beefing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Jay-Z got him on and protected him when he was early in the game. But yeah, they started beefing.
Oh my gosh, Kris Jenner is... Guys, I don't want to necessarily say the Illuminati isn't real, right? Because I think a lot of stuff bases back to like... back in the days when you have like your Masons and there are secret societies. I get that. But I don't think...
Well, listen to Dave Chappelle, though. He was like, yo, because he made a good example when he was being interviewed on Bravo by that one dude. He was like, yo, Martin Lawrence, the strongest brother I ever met in my life. He like went into a coma, right? Woke up, and Dave Chappelle was like, yo, what was it? He's like, man, that's the best sleep I ever had in my life. The strongest brother out there. Running the streets with a gun because he done lost his mind because of Hollywood. Hollywood is a beast.
Okay, but what is the Illuminati doing?
It's like a faction that helps you. Like, yo, if you do this, join us. Do this, get other people involved. Like Harvey Weinstein. Come on, let's look at it. In reality.
So we're equating like all of
the
that
hashtag
together.
Me Too, all types of stuff. Hollywood is dirty.
Okay, I am not disagreeing with that
not
whatsoever.
All of it, a lot of it. And a lot of them, especially back in the day when there wasn't technology, there wasn't Twitter and all that stuff to voice it on.
Right.
And so Harvey Weinstein was running through folks.
Right.
There was a lot of craziness out there.
Oh my gosh, I'm not doubting the level of SA and all that stuff that happens in Hollywood and inappropriate things and bad things. Because, hello, hashtag Free Britney. Like, we see what the social media we see what the media in general has done to her, Paris Hilton, blah, 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 right? But there are people that literally think that these Hollywood stars are drinking the blood of children. I mean, we're talking like Illuminati. These people are sacrificing humans, right? We are talking, I mean, you can go down a whole QAnon thing, but
let's be honest. Okay, but let's look at it. Let's analyze for a second. Let's look at The Purge, right? Who were the craziest people on The Purge? Let's be honest.
The rich people.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So what does, in reality, what they say the money is the root of all evil, what does money really do? You get bored. If you could buy everything that you ever wanted, eventually you do buy everything you ever wanted. Then you're sitting on all that money. So what do you do then?
I mean, I'd be sitting back on a comfy couch drinking an ice-cold Coca-Cola.
You don't have money like that. No, of course not, because you get bored of that. What does it say also? That the idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you done bought everything you wanted, there's nothing else to spend money on. You got the best car, whatever.
Yeah, so like what is giving you like that drive and that adrenaline?
That's when, and especially if you don't have a Christianity base, you're going to have a bunch of crazy. So I'm not going to go to the extremes of drinking blood and all that craziness, but I think they are doing crazy stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I could give you, okay, when I was a case manager in a small town in Kansas, all the doctors lived in one town, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of money there, right? Mm-hmm. The things I heard from people that lived in that town, there was a bunch of like...
Okay, are we talking about like swinger stuff that's just more like taboo, but really not... It's not bad. That's just what they would have
ritualistic stuff too. Yeah, they were all in like Satanism. It was nuts because they get bored. especially in a small town.
Oh
When you done bought everything, you get bored.
I'm gonna have
So you have
do...
to, what do they say, spice it up. So they do crazy stuff. Even looking at Ghost Adventures. If you go to those mansions where those are expensive, especially those are expensive, and multiple people live there,
True.
they would get bored. What's that one dude that killed his somebody? The Black Widow dude or the
Black
doctor?
Dahlia.
Yeah, he had money. And he got crazy because he just got bored.
Black Dahlia.
So I don't put it past people in Hollywood. If you get a bunch of bored people, they're like, man, we have so much power. People. Why don't we use our power? We're not going to get caught up or We could pay somebody else to do all the dirty work. I think The Purge was really something where they were trying to tell people like, yo, this craziness going on in this world, a lot of it is due to people with a lot of money
like
and that are bored.
Exactly, The Purge, but like...
Yeah.
Like the rich and wealthy are doing stuff.
You gotta stay entertained.
Those are my favorite movies, by the way.
But you gotta like because we're not as rich.
You have everything like throw a party, watch some movies, go shopping.
How many times can you shop? How many parties can you throw that is lame? You gotta spice it up eventually. I've been to a lot of house parties. Eventually I was like, okay, I knew exactly what to expect. It was all the same thing. So imagine doing that and you have money. Like, okay, y'all, let's spice this up. Learn a language.
Learn an instrument.
No, what? That's boring. Nobody wants to do that. I'll learn a language.
People would want to do that. But yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. But
so then if you have a whole organization where they're like, yo, if you do this, we'll give you money beyond your dreams. Because think of Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case. That song. Where he's like talking to the devil and he was like, yo, if you worship me, I'll give you things that you've never thought of. There's things that we'd never even think of that we could have as rich people. I've seen heated floors on House Hunters. I never thought they'd have
yes, heated floors. Isn't that cool?
Why do you need heated floors?
When your feet get cold. I mean, it's not needed, but it would be cool. You cannot tell me
you don't need heated floors.
Well, we haven't been anywhere where it's been super
in
cold.
LA. Do you need them damn heated floors? No, this is because people just spending their money on something they don't need.
Back in Kansas City on the winter, it would have been nice to have.
Why do you need a $300,000 car? Why? What's the point of it? It takes you to point A to point B. What extra do you have in a $300,000 car that you wouldn't have in a $30,000 car?
Okay, so Trish Paytas.
What, a cooler?
Yes.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. You can get that in a Fusion. Not a Fusion. What's those Ford long box cars?
Flexes.
Yeah, you can have one of those probably. You just plug it in. Like, you don't need three. You're buying it for the name, Rolls Royce, and you're buying it pretty much for the name. It's like buying a purse. Yeah. A purse at Target and a purse at Neiman Marcus. They're both purses.
No.
I'm sorry.
Some are like, it's the quality, the leather, the smell, the fact that it literally was made by one person, like Birkin, for instance.
You really think it was made by one human being?
Go into the history of Birkin. Yes.
No. Okay.
Yes, they make it.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe in the 80s they handmade that.
That's why they're thousands of dollars.
Okay, Krista, let's break this down real quick.
Yes, in like Italy.
Okay, really? Okay, let's think of this.
Yes, he's trained specifically.
How many people buy those purses, right? So you think, how long do you think it takes to make one purse by one person?
But that's the thing, you have to get on a waiting list. It is very exclusive.
Yeah. You know what they probably have? They probably have a person put the emblem on. That's it. The rest of it is made by a machine.
has a Birkin.
I don't care. I think it's made by a machine. Especially nowadays, it wouldn't be efficient to have a normal human being. Well, I'm going to finish working on that purse today, boss. Let me get to work. I'm still almost done. Really and then you're going to have imperfections. Why would you do that?
That's the thing. These people are so skilled.
It's probably like IKEA. This piece goes here. Yeah, no.
No, these people are so skilled. That's why they're thousands of dollars.
Why don't they have commercials that show the actual factory with somebody sitting in the chair making it by hand? Because it doesn't exist.
Well, they wouldn't do that of a Birkin.
It doesn't exist. Anyway, the thing is...
I get what you're saying, though. Like...
I'm just saying. Now, the thing is this. Like, I have a nice bike. Costs about a rack. But I see the difference between that and the bike I purchased at Walmart. Walmart bikes are very heavy. It's awful to carry them. My bike is like a feather. It's a beautiful aluminum frame. Oh, that's a Trek.
It's heavy.
Well, you're a weakling. That bike is nice.
It's heavy.
No, because I made sure it was lightweight so I can get up speed. And you're too scared to even get up speed. You never even felt it go over 5 miles an hour. I need to teach you how to ride a bike.
No. I mean, I know how to ride a bike. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, ride a bike like an old lady.
I do. I do.
And then you're wobbling all the time. Like you're gonna crash my bike, bro.
I am. And anytime there is like a bump, I have to get off. I have to go over the little thing.
Oh yeah, she know how to pop it. Pop the wheel with the tire.
I have to get back on.
A lot of people don't know how to do that though.
It's scary.
No, it's like to pop it up.
Scary. But that is really interesting. Kris Jenner, part of the Illuminati.
But if you look at it, they have provided nothing to the world, but they're making a lot of money, and they're famous.
Okay.
They have provided nothing, Kristen.
They had a clothing store.
A little bitty.
Dash.
I've been on Rodeo, boo-boo. There's a million stores, and that one was just hold on. Where the hell were the customers at? Anytime they filmed it, I never saw one person buy one thing from that damn store.
Yeah, I know.
Where the hell were the customers at? Because it was a front. Man, I'm telling you, when it all comes out, they're going to do a documentary in like 40 years, and it's all going to come to light.
Yeah, but the Kardashians it's like Paris Hilton. Not that Paris Hilton hasn't done anything. She's actually a very world-renowned
Of course, the Hilton
DJ.
hotels.
Yeah, but not Paris.
She had her own TV show.
So do the Kardashians.
She had a good TV show. Her and Lionel
Oh my
Richie's
gosh,
daughter.
it was hilarious. It was my favorite show. I was obsessed with Nicole Richie. I got her book for Christmas. It was so good.
It was only one season in reality.
I
tried to do two. The second one.
I loved it. It was hilarious. But anyways, they're socialites. That's what they do. Like, that is literally their title. That's how they make the money.
What does she do? She doesn't do parties and stuff no more, boo boo.
But she
never did that.
But it was like getting pictures.
She never did that. I'm sorry. Kim never did that.
Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant.
How many assistants has Paris Hilton had?
Probably like 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. Where are they at?
Yes,
the thing that helped.
We all know why she got
let's be honest,
a little famous.
You look at it. No, you got that helped. But who's Ray J's sister?
Brandy.
What did Brandy do? Brandy was bigger than life. She was in movies. She did music. She did TV shows.
Yeah.
She was huge.
Yeah.
She started that brother in Illuminati. He helped Kim get a part of it, and they used her physical features to get her sparked up. They were like, let's do this little inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, but
let's
why wouldn't Ray J blow up? He has not.
Ray J did blow up for a little bit. Yeah, he did. He messed that up because I think what he did was he didn't want to go all the way in like that. Just like Kanye's not wanting to do that. I think Kanye's waking up. He's gonna drop a dope album, and he's gonna say a lot of subliminal messages in that album.
He's probably going to say a
lot.
The brother
is he doesn't even curse anymore. Like all his music, it doesn't even have the explicit label no more. His new album, because he doesn't curse anymore. If he's on any song, it's never explicit anymore.
Not even the N-word?
No, what? No, he doesn't do none of that.
Really?
Because he's changed his life.
I'm not gonna
lie.
And
it's weird that he changed his life to Christianity, and now they're getting a divorce. I'm telling you, he couldn't do it no more. And Travis Scott knew what was going on, and that brother bailed quick, and now he's living his best life.
Yeah, but he still has Stormy. You're gonna bail on
your kid, I heard about that.
Why? How are you hearing more stuff about the Kardashians than I am?
She has an Asian bodyguard or something. The kid looks just like him. Yeah. And then Travis is like, I don't care. That's my baby. And he refuses to do a paternity test.
No way.
Yeah, she was my Letitia. She was like, yo, that baby looks just like the security guard.
Juicy tea.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Burns over here spilling the tea on the Kardashians.
I learned that today. I don't know how it brought up, but she told me everything.
I was gonna say, how did you guys bring up
this? So Travis is in La, but what happened was this. They're like, Travis, you say a damn word.
Oh, he probably had to sign an NDA.
Okay, let's be honest. Travis has loot, right?
Does he?
Yes. But he's not even that damn good. He's only been out for about 4 years. Why do you think they had him on Fortnite? He had his own
idea.
Because the Illuminati. I'm telling you. I'm not big on this conspiracy stuff.
I love
it. But I'm telling you.
I live for
it's starting to add
theories.
up in my brother's head. I'm going to do a documentary.
And
then look at Reggie Bush.
Yeah, because he's
never heard of him again. Humphreys, never heard of him again.
Well, because they're like lame.
Reggie Bush was huge. Master P was that was the other cat. But Reggie Bush was huge. When he got done with Kim, he started getting a lot of injuries.
They do say that there is a Kardashian curse.
It's Illuminati curse.
Okay, well, be careful because we don't need any of that.
Come at me, give me the option. I'm like, how much you talking about? How much you talking?
Stop, whatever.
You talking?
But,
because you know what? Because I'll never lose my salvation. I don't care. You give me all the, but I ain't drinking no blood. That's a little deep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't even like to taste my own blood.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Well, because apparently they think that there's some like healing benefits too. I don't know.
Rich people do get blood transfusions from younger people. I read an article about that. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Wait a minute,
but they don't drink
rich people?
it. Well, it costs a lot of money. Because they say the plasma from a younger body goes into their older body. And like, because you know when you get new plasma, it rebuilds your cells, right? Blood.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you get it from like, say you're 70 and you get it somebody that's like 20 and they're healthy and all that, their healthy blood is going to come on into your blood system and help
like
rebuild
revive a little bit.
They do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then Rockefeller, he had like 10 hearts, man. He had 1 million. He just died, but he had a gang of hearts. And you know how long that waiting list is? But Rockefeller did. You know, Rockefeller's the reason why we have pharmaceutical medicine. Did you know that?
No.
It was a hustle because they found out that a lot of the medications have a foundation of wildlife, like flowers and stuff like that, and leaves and like all this stuff. In the So what Rockefeller did was like, yo, this is what I want y'all to do. Take a small percentage of that healing topic and then put a bunch of cutters, a lot of fillers, and started making pharmaceutical medication. Like your medication has so much fillers in it, so much. And it's just only a small percentage of it is actually doing something for you.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
So, but they knew that if it grew wild, people could do it themselves. But he wanted to make money off. Rockefeller was a genius. He was smart.
Well, there's a reason he's a 1%er.
Yeah,
right?
But you never hear from him. You never hear from his family.
Never, not ever once. I don't even know anything about his family. Good. I'll be honest. Did he create the Rockettes? Like at the Rockefeller Center?
No, he didn't create the Rockettes. Why don't you know something cool? Like, did he create rockets to go to Mars? But no, you can't rockets.
Well, because I've seen the Rockettes, and so I just thought maybe it would be like, I know a little bit.
Like, who would even care if he created the Rockettes? But
the Rockettes are a very famous attraction in New York.
I didn't even know. It didn't even spur like a memory up until you said it. But yeah, I know. Every time I went to New York, I went to see the Rockettes. No,
I only saw them once, but I think I fell asleep. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't even. When I went up there as a kid, I did not know.
You
the
know
Rockettes.
me. If it gets past,
but yeah,
9 o'clock.
Oh, here you go yawning.
It's
that processed meat, bro. All that inflammation. You tired. Anyway, but yeah. We'll go ahead and sign off.
Interesting stuff. Yes, I think we need to bring some more of this information back. This is interesting. I love learning about this stuff. I love conspiracy theories. I am not a believer of conspiracy theories.
Yeah, you are.
Well, some of them, but we don't need to talk about those. But
yeah, awful ones.
No, I changed my mind on that one. But
after I told a bunch of people it wasn't real.
No, I just said there's some evidence out there. But what was I saying? But yeah, I love listening to it. I love hearing about them. There's a new TikTok trend going on around where it's like people stitch it, they like stitch it. And what's a conspiracy theory that like blew your mind? And there is a conspiracy theory that there was a tomb, an Egyptian tomb on the Titanic that was supposedly cursed and being transported back to wherever. And that's why the Titanic went down.
Yeah, I might as well believe in voodoo. Well, voodoo is real, but...
But there are... I love hearing all about them. The QAnon stuff can kind of stay.
QAnon's stupid.
it can kind of get out of there, you know. But
there's supposed to be a special on CNN about that.
I know I would love to learn more about it because honestly, I don't really consider that anymore a conspiracy theory. I think I consider that occultism. Yeah, I consider that like you're purposely disregard. We don't need to get into that. But anyway,
I'm not against people thinking how they want to think, but at least have some factual information behind it to support it.
I think you nailed it on the head. You have your opinion, absolutely. Like,
yeah,
if you can have a different opinion than me, for sure. Love it. Let's have a conversation.
But don't just call me stupid when I ask you a question about it, and then just attack me.
Right.
I've been attacked by a big radio show host just by saying one little thing, and I got attacked by multiple people.
I remember that day. You
and they
texted me. You were like, I just got into it with...
Yeah. And I just said one thing, like, man, at least have others, like, at least have some compassion for the person coming through it. Like, man, it's just compassion and empathy, man. You know, you're not all knowing. Nobody here is God. But yeah, and I got it. And then people came out the woodwork, and it was
random people.
And then I eventually was like, man, I am not. It's not that deep, man. I'm not changing your mind. You're not changing mine. I don't just battle with people on the internet. That's not entertaining to. It's just annoying. Again, like, man, you can have your own. Like, yeah, whatever. If you want to think that, then hey. I probably think some crazy stuff. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, probably. And again, you want to think that like it's not, as long as it's not hurting anyone.
But it got to a point where it did hurt people on January 6th, and even stuff that we probably don't even know about that they've hurt people.
Yeah, 100%. So that's where it gets. But circle back around. I love conspiracy theories. I love reading about them.
I don't like conspiracy theories. I usually don't believe them.
Because, I don't usually believe them, but I love listening to them. It's like, I love listening to them like I listen to crime podcasts.
And that's just a waste of my time.
Why?
If I can't learn, I like to learn. If I'm not learning something,
I feel like at the basis of a conspiracy theory, there's always some smidge of truth. Right?
What, like the incident that happened?
Like with the Illuminati. Well, it may not be to the extent of what people have now snowballed it into, but we do know that there are secret societies out there. We do know that, you know, the wealthy can be very corrupt and do bad things. So there's some basis to truth in some things. But I did watch a video on Hulu.
Hulu, the TV? The app?
Mm-hmm. I watched a movie. And...
You need a cover?
I'm not going to lie. It was like... people are aliens. Certain people are aliens. Legit. Like, in Antarctica.
What's that got to do with Hulu? Oh, you watched it on Hulu?
I watched it on Hulu.
Oh, they talk about Hulu.
No. I watched it on Hulu. I mean, we're talking about like reptilian people. We're talking like...
I still got to pay my mortgage on the first.
True. Your bills are still due, whether we're reptilians or not.
Let them walk around, do what they do. They still probably paying bills too. They gotta live too.
They are. They all had clothes on.
I'm really getting into the alien stuff. Like it. I mean, hey, all right, cool.
Still gotta live life.
Yeah. It would be kind of dope to be driving and you see no, I wouldn't believe anything. I would think the Air Force is testing something. I would have to actually see it land in front of me and some ET walk out.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, bro, then I probably wouldn't be able to take a picture. I'd be like, hey man, you gotta have some good technology. Take a picture and just email it to me or something.
Please email. They're gonna mind send it to you.
I don't think I'd be scared. Like here when his toys was going off, and I just eating my lunch. I looked up. And I kept eating. It hasn't gone off since. One time I was taking a shower and I heard footsteps. That was dope.
Stop.
That was actually kind of cool. I was like, yeah, it is what
no, that's no cool.
Like, who cares? Like, I mean, it is what it is.
We've seen plenty of ghost adventures.
Well, if there is something, let me take a picture so I can get some money. That's all I want.
Let me profit off.
Watch, you'll probably be like, all right, you can take a picture of her. I'm like, bet. And also like, nope, because you want to make money, bro. I'm like, no. Please let me take a picture. They're going to think I'm crazy. What's that one movie, Fifth, where the dude was in the country and he kept saying he was getting kidnapped, and they made a movie about it. Not The Fifth Element. It It was an old 90s movie, man.
I don't know.
Close Encounters. It was something like, it was based on a true story, where the dude was like lived in the middle of nowhere. He said the aliens kept kidnapping him and taking him to his ship and testing him and stuff. He was really like legit about it. He was like, yo, this is really, really happening to me. Yeah, it was crazy. They
I haven't seen that. That's interesting. I would like to see that, though.
Yeah, it's like, I've never seen it all the way through because I always get bored because it's boring. But, yeah. And then what happened this week, over New Mexico, the plane said a circular object was in the aircraft above them. Yeah. But watch, he did like a bunch of drugs and they didn't want to admit it. He was just hallucinating.
No.
I think the Air Force tests a lot of stuff.
Well, that was also kind of with it. Like, the government has, like, all these crazy secret, like, UFO.
I heard they spent, like, $1.1 trillion on some fighter jet. But it's not working properly. I read that somewhere. And people are mad about him bombing Syria but not getting the stimulus. So that, like, goes back to the Tupac song. You got money for wars but can't feed the poor.
Mm-hmm. But I also, I mean, we don't really need to get into politics, but I did hear that all the House Republicans voted against it.
Oh yeah, last night, yeah.
So how's that? I mean, I'm not condoning the bombing Syria, but that's not really his fault.
What?
That he hasn't gotten it yet.
Gotten what?
The stimulus.
He's dragging his feet.
Who?
Biden, taking forever.
How? He has sent it off to be voted on, and it's not getting passed. So what's he doing?
He
not that I can't criticize Biden.
On his campaign rally the night before the election, he told the people, like, yo, if you vote me in, they'll have a check next week. Whoa. It's been weeks. You don't make promises, but then you have enough time to bomb and pass all these other stuff.
No, I get.
Man, his TV's loud. I hope it's not picking it up on there. But
I get the frustration for sure. I mean, I can be a open critic of Biden.
I mean, it is what it is.
Hopefully soon for people, for help.
Yeah, keep Texas in your mind. A lot of people still ain't got no water.
Yes, we are still
the dude recovering. That came over here to help fix stuff, whatever. He said he was out for he was out of water and electricity. Out of water for 3 days. He said water for one of them 3-2, whatever 3-2. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh yeah,
I'm just so grateful we never ran out. Our water was never off.
We didn't drink it because we were under boil water.
We didn't drink it, and we don't drink the water. But I'm so grateful.
For oil in Texas.
I'm so grateful our water wasn't off. But
well, all right,
it was
y'all.
so traumatic. But yes,
we're gonna holler at you. We left you long enough. Watch through the whole movie.
Yeah,
leave some comments.
The whole movie.
Subscribe. Share with your folk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, share. Let people know, and
even if they don't like YouTube, yo, peep them out.
Yeah,
the brother's funny. The other one's alright.
Whatever.
So, all right, y'all. Yo, just talking. Signing off. Peace.
Bye.